mathematics as a subject, if you look across the world, you might find in other countries that there are just as many girls who love math as boys. And here in the United States, there's a growing number of girls who really love math and science. And a lot of it, I think, has to do with how we've chosen to make sure that in our K-12 schools that we're giving students the opportunity to try new things, because you don't get good at math or science without trying something, failing, trying it again. It's a process, but it's a process that I think makes you a great thinker. You can be a much better problem solver because you're very analytical in your approach to things. And it's an approach that I think bodes well for you when you get out into the business world. So one of the people that we come in to speak at our session is a woman who was very successful in starting several technology companies. She talks about the fact that still there is not as many women in the technology field in computer science, again, in the United States. You might not find that true if you went to India or China or some of the other countries. And one of the things that the country is doing here in the United States is really encouraging more girls to go into robotics and in computer science. Some of the changes, I think, of our society over the last 50 years has been around opening up options for all individuals, men and women, and saying, you know what, it's just as creative for you to be a scientist as it is for you to be someone who is a poet, because both of them are very meaningful careers and you can be very successful at it. I wonder if sometimes in the past that we were more rigid in our thinking or our gender definition of who should be doing what things. And I think that's opened up a lot in the last 20 years. I don't see that in the students I have coming along. I don't hear students saying, well, I'm this, therefore I can't be good in math. They just admit, just didn't work at it, so I'm not good at it. So, you know, I think that we've been, as a society, more willing to think about the fact that all disciplines are open to all kinds of students, and we should take advantage of that. That's going to be important too, I think, as we move forward as a society and as a workforce, because poets have to be able to do very analytical things, and mathematicians have to be able to understand poetry. All of that is so tied in, and it's very interdisciplinary. You find that in colleges and universities now. They do much more interdisciplinary study, because some of the greatest advances in science get made because of something that came out of the humanities.